What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Southern Chaos YouTube channel. I know it has been about 2 weeks or so since I've posted. I haven't posted since our last race. Pretty much after that race, I had a bunch of stuff lined up. It was my son's 3rd birthday, just slam packed at work. And we've been in and out of town just doing family stuff and doing real world stuff. So we haven't been doing much videoing with Spanky or the white car or riding or anything else that's been going on, just kind of letting life roll. But as you guys know from the last event, got a little crazy sideways. After that, it seems like every time something like that happens, you tend to dump money into your car to make it better where it should be as far as safety. On top of that, I mean, we saw John Doc's crew, they wrecked their car. After seeing that was kind of an eye-opener for some other things that need to be upgraded up on Spanky. And then just everything in general. You know, this thing's got to be safe. We're hauling ass. It don't matter if you're in a 10-second car. Safety is still a major priority. We have upgraded the fire system. That thing's up to date. We added more bars to the car recently. During the summer, it's probably gonna get the finish of the 25.1 or 25.3 or whatever the heck chassis. I'm not sure on the actual specs, but 25 whatever. It's gonna be a finished cert during the summer more than likely. Where they'll add more bars in the front end, more chassis bars from left to right, that kind of thing. But we did add a couple more bars. We finished the funny car hoop. We added X bars in the door. Did a lot more safety things. I am saving up. I'm gonna get a Hans device and brand new gear. My stuff's kind of a little bit outdated. Just updating the whole safety side of racing. As you know, I got kids, I got a family. Whether you do or you don't, you should still be safe. But we're heading down to Blacklist. I dropped off the car, and Matt has done a lot more safety stuff on this thing. We did a launcher style parachute now, to where I don't have to reach down and grab a lever to dump the parachutes no more. I literally activate it. I push the button on my steering wheel so I can keep both hands on the wheel at all time. But pretty much when I'm coming through the traps, I can hit the button, which is activated, pretty much the same button as the scramble button. And it'll dump my chutes as a launcher style. No more spring dump style, none of that old school shit. So that's taken care of. We got all new batteries and new wiring for the car. We put a kill switch next to me instead of all the way in the back of the car. It'll still have your push off like you're supposed to have for rules, but I can turn the power on and off sitting strapped up in my race seat, which is super convenient for me. One less thing the crew has to worry about doing while I'm getting pushed in the lanes. On top of that, we're gonna be, we moved the battery. As you know, Spanky's pretty light for what it is, but we used to have the battery in the back, which helped for traction. Now that we have this new turbo and this new power range that we're in, this thing is making a hell of a lot more power where it used to not. So it likes to pull wheelies 200 foot out, which it's fun, but it ain't gonna win you a race. So what we did, we bought brand new excess start batteries, and we moved them up to the passenger side by my water box. So we moved the percentage of the car up to help us out with our wheelies. And believe it or not, going to the launcher style, going to that battery and moving some things around, it actually, we got the percentage where we want it, and we actually lost a few pounds off the car. On top of that, I myself, it's hard to tell, but I've lost like 30 pounds in the past month and a half. So between the weight of the car and me, I mean, we've cut a good chunk of the car. So we had to rescale the car and make sure everything was good on the nose and set up for radio prep. So with that being said, about to go down to Blacklist. He's got a bunch of new crazy shit he's doing. He's doing a 2.5 ton rock crawling trucks, big block Chevy blower freaking trucks, finishing up race cars. Shane's Nova's coming along. Bob's Mustang is turning back around. Bunch of crazy stuff. Badass cars getting popped out of Blacklist Performance. If you guys are not following them on Facebook, go to Blacklist Performance, check out their page. If you need anything done from straight up X275 Pro Mod chassis, what the hell ever, to putting a simple turbo kit on your hot rod. They're the place to go. So go ahead and check them out on Facebook, Blacklist Performance. Add them, check out all the cool shit they got going on. But that's enough talking. Let's hit the open road, get down to Blacklist. Let me show you what we got going on. All right, guys, well, we're back at my house. They were wrapping up at the shop, but we're gonna go ahead and put this thing up on a lift and show you some of the cool new parts we got, starting with new power switch. Let's get it inside. Need some TBMs on that bitch. All right. All right. For starters, no more turn knob, because that shit is old school. It doesn't work very well. Sometimes it'll have a short switch. They fail all the time. Don't do that. Go ahead and get yourself an ART or something fancy where you can turn on, push off. Super freaking simple. Peep the new license plate we got there. But as you can see, guys, went ahead with the new Simpson badass air launcher style parachute mount. This is the correct way to have the push bar on there. Some of you guys will put that thing with this thing straight up, and when you turn left or right real tight on a Heim, it will blow those Heims to pieces. And I've actually had that happen to me up in Georgia. Somebody cut us off on the way back, had to turn real sharp, kind of dodge through the pits, snapped the Heim right off the push bar on the golf cart. But look at this freaking stuff right here, man. Badass, beefy, easy. The Heim joint can swing no problem. Easy in and out. Air launcher. This thing's gonna be freaking sick. On the back, went ahead and did a little bit of cutting out. Took all the factory, the frame stuff out of the subframe here. The bumper supports, all that. Braced this. It does look like it's more beefy, but it's actually a little bit lighter. But all this stuff comes through here super freaking nice now. Badass. All uniform. Super happy with how that turned out. Go ahead and lower the car back down and show you guys some of the stuff inside. All right. So what we got going on here, had a battery in the back of the car originally. Took that out, took all the wiring out, moved everything up to the passenger side. It does kind of equal the weight a little bit better, you know, driver's side over there, passenger side over here. The new battery went with the excess power batteries. Wings the car over like you wouldn't believe. This thing hasn't even been charged. And watch this shit. Night and day difference over the power start. Pretty impressed. Instant. Hadn't even been hooked up to the new charger yet, so that's pretty freaking sick. I'm excited about that. But a little bit of weight management here. We got the launcher style up here. Also, we're going to be putting the CO2 bottle's not in there, but when the CO2 bottle goes back in there, the regulator and everything will be right here. And then we got to hook up from the CO2 line to the launcher. Matt's going to come over here and finish that up. We also did a stand here for the transmission cooler, so they're not just flopping on the floor, grabbing a wire, and it's all sloppy. This is just the poly wire. But grab your transmission cooler, straight up, plug that thing right in there, plug it in there. Nice little mount. Covered in the holes in the floorboard. The holes in the floorboard, man, I've seen some people shit catch on fire, and fire will come through the smallest place. So get that thing taken care of if you got holes in your floor. But run the extra wire, air line up to the shifter. That'll be taken care of. New battery mount. This thing is not going nowhere. Completely solid to the floor. We do still have to finish this X because we have to move this box, but we just ran out of time. But yeah, man, the rest of the car is coming around. New shift panel. Everything's just a hell of a lot more up to date. Shift panel, launcher, new seat belts, everything's getting taken care of. I talked with John Dock and them guys, and he's gonna be hopefully hooking me up with their new seats that they've been running in their cars. They got the neck pads and a lot better safety stuff. So this thing will have that in the near future, along with a new race steering wheel. That'll be going in the white car. But a couple small things just touched up. Super happy, getting ready to go out and test. We're gonna test next Thursday at Bradenton. There's supposed to be a couple grudge races going on. and it's gonna be fun, man. Excited to test parachute out. The new weight percentage on the nose should be a lot better. We should be able to really lean on this thing. In the heat, we're probably gonna have to throw some lead in the back just because there's more percentage on the nose now, but when the track's tight, we're gonna really be able to lay down some power and keep the front end down. And that's a big thing with this thing because it likes to pull wheelies way out there, but super excited. Spanky's coming around, hell of a lot safer, new products on the car, and we'll catch you guys when we go testing. Oh, and on top of that, if you guys have not hit the bell or subscribe to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 3,000 by summer. We're not far off. I know another couple big races or a win or something like that, we'll gain some more. Every time I go to a race, we get new people coming to the camp, buying merchandise out of the trailer, having fun with it. But we're trying to get this thing to grow. We have a lot of different things coming out soon. The white car will be back, and I'll be making a video. I just kind of went a little overkill on that thing with, again, safety. I made the car safe. New race seats, fuel system, wiring, the whole freaking deal in that car. Fire kit, just a couple different things I'm still gonna do with the car. Get it back, and if I'm gonna make content with it. I have some things up my sleeve to make content with it, and if you guys like it, I'm gonna keep it. If you don't, I'm gonna sell it. I need to know in the comments. I need to know what you guys think. If we should keep the white car as another car. You know, everybody keeps telling me if you have a car that you can show times with, the channel's gonna do better. People are gonna be more interested because you can know times and this, that, and the other thing. So we will experiment with it, I promise. I will take it to the dyno and make sure that thing is legit. We're gonna have some fun with it, shoot a couple videos while it is for sale. And then if it starts to do well, the videos do well, then that's awesome. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, if we should keep it or we should focus solely on Spanky and some other stuff with racing. Just trying to get this channel to grow, having more fun with the channel every single year. So we're not doing bad for only being in it for about a year or so. I appreciate you guys being along, and we'll catch you on the next clip.